Okay, hit the play. Dude, we gotta dust the cobwebs off here. I mean, we're shaking the rust off. What? Oh. Oh! What's going on, guys? I'm Fuller from Custom Offsets TV on the YouTube, and today I'm back so that you and I can take a deep dive into the world of lifted stance-out trucks. Unless, of course, that's not your thing and you're looking for some 17s and 35s, then you might as well go talk to our boys over at Trail Built, because this is the channel for big-ass wheels and rubber band tires that stick out a bajillion feet outside your wheel wells. So anyway, if you're looking to set your truck up with the perfect stance, this should help you. Now, granted, stance is a personal preference, but either way, if you want something modest, like an inch or two outside the wheel well, or something like 6+ inches, this video is gonna help you check the boxes on what you need to know to achieve the look that you're trying to find. And when it comes to wheels, the tires, the suspension, all that jazz, that's all on our website, so you can package it all together. Now, if you've done any research at all or looked at our website or any of the hundreds of videos we've put out over the years, you know that adding wide wheels and tires is the best way to get that wide stance, but you can't just slap on 24x14s to your stock truck without doing some sort of suspension work. A lift kit or a level kit at the very least is going to be the first thing I think you should look at when you're trying to stance out your truck. If you got to spread things out so it doesn't kill your wallet, I get that. You can always roll around leveled on your stock wheels and tires, not a huge deal, but you can't buy this massive, like dream wheel and tire setup and then put it on your truck without lifting it. So now your sweet wheels are going to sit in your living room collecting dust while your old lady threatens divorce. Don't get a divorce, just get a suspension first. It's easier to hide, trust me. But of course, this isn't necessarily true if you get a massive BDS Coilover kit. Amazing quality, no questions asked warranty, best ride, but a 6-inch kit and stock wheels, that's just not gonna work. Man, that is one cool truck. So you might have to hold out for that tax return, or either buy it with monthly payments for now and pay it off later, whatever works for you. I'm just saying there's options out there. Anyways, back to suspension. Like I was saying, at a minimum, you're gonna want a leveling kit to create more space in your wheel wells. Just as an example, if you've got a 14 to 18 GM 1500, like a Silverado or a Sierra, you can get a BDS leveling kit for $200. Now, I'd probably spring for some upgraded Fox shocks while you're at it, so you can maintain good ride quality, or in some cases end up with even better than factory ride quality, because no one wants to feel like they're in a lumber wagon as they hurl their truck down the freeway at 80 miles an hour. If a leveling kit isn't enough for you, you can still get a lift kit for a decent price. For the same truck, you can get a 3.5-inch kit for like $600 from Rough Country. That's gonna bring your front end up using new knuckles so the suspension geometry stays in line. It'll level out the rear with some new blocks, and it'll get you some new shocks. If you start digging through the gallery on the website, you'll see that just a mere 3.5 inches does get the job done, contrary to what your girlfriend said. Once you've got this additional space created inside your wheel well with the suspension, and you smash your inner fender back and take a Sawzall to your bumper, you've really opened up the list of options for wheels. This is where the math comes in. So quick lesson in wheel width and wheel offset here. In a perfect world, I could give you an example of a stock 8-inch wide wheel with a 0 offset, even though that's never the case, but bear with me here. This means that the mounting surface of the wheel is dead nuts in the center of the wheel at 4 inches. 4 to the front, 4 to the back. 0 offset does not mean the wheel does not have offset or that it won't stick out from your truck. Offset is a measurement, and it can be positive, which would be sucked in, or it could be negative, which pushes your wheels out. If you found a 12-inch wide wheel that's still at a 0 offset, so the mounting face is right in the center, your wheel would be a total of 4 inches wider, but you've got 2 inches outside the fender and 2 inches inside the fender in the opposite direction, which doesn't help us much for achieving a wide stance. Lucky you, pretty much all the 12 wide wheels on the market are going to be either -44 or -51 offset. Of course, that's in millimeters, but the width is in inches, so if we do some rough, very rough conversions, we can say that our mounting surface is moved inward by 2 inches. So now our 12-inch wide wheel here, 6 inches here, 6 inches here, when you factor in that -44 offset, rather than 6 inches inside and 6 inches outside, you end up with 8 inches outside and 4 inches inside. If I'm already confusing you with all these numbers, go watch our what is offset video and that'll clear things up, I promise. So now this -44 offset I'm talking about, what does that mean? Well, simply put, it moves the mounting surface of the wheel inward, therefore pushing your wheel further outward, like I just explained. In general, the more negative the offset, the further your wheel sticks out. And as you see larger negative numbers like -76 or -81, you'll also see that the wheel width increases too, because with these wider wheels comes a more negative offset. So the portion of the wheel inside your fender doesn't just increase as much as the outside, because you can't keep jamming more wheel and more rubber in there or you're not gonna be able to turn. There is a limit inward before you start rubbing and bumping into stuff, which can be remedied with, you guessed it, more suspension. The bigger the lift, the bigger the wheels and tires you can run. There is no magic formula to use, but there are tools on our website so you can see what other people have made work and what you need to do to achieve the same look. In a very, very generic form, I can tell you a 9 wide 0 offset is going to be pretty much flush. A 10-inch wide -24 offset is going to get you maybe a little greater than 1 inch outside. A 12-inch wide -44 offset is going to get you greater than 2. And then when you start looking at like 14-inch wide wheels and 16-inch wide wheels with the -76, -81, -101 offset, that's going to really push you into show truck territory, 5 to 8 inches plus outside the wheel well. But like I said, that's just a super broad idea for you to get a start. If you got a newer Ram or some other truck that has a really high positive offset wheel to begin with in stock form, you're going to see different results, but you can still ballpark things with the figures that I gave you. So go grab that lift kit or that leveling kit and we can make the space for your wheel wells, and let's get the ball rolling here, okay? Okay, peace. We did it.